Hey everyone, it's Sarah from the Art Studio. Today we're going to be making a paper mask. The materials we'll need are our paint. We'll need a cup of water with some paintbrushes, paper towel, some scissors, glue, glue stick is fine, a pencil, and of course our paper. So let's get started. To begin, we're going to start by cutting out the shape of our face. So I cut my paper a little bit smaller so it's easier to work with. And we're going to start by drawing our face shape. So just taking a pencil, and you can draw whatever shape you like. Kind of doing a teardrop shape, I guess you could say. But it can be round, it can be square, it can be anything you'd like. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut my shape out. And remember to save all your scraps because we are going to use them all to decorate and make the rest of our face with. And anything that you have left over, you can make other things with. At this point, just have something like this cut out. So now that we got our head shape cut out, we're going to start drawing out and figuring out what kind of face we want so we can cut all of our pieces out of our extra paper. So I'm going to start by drawing my nose that I want for my face. Now we're kind of going for a Picasso look, so you don't have to do like a regular nose or regular shapes. You could do crazy shapes, you can do anything you'd like. So I'm going to do some triangles for some eyebrows. Now I got the basic face for my paper mask, and at this point I'm going to take any of my paper scraps or any of my extra paper. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. We're going to use this paper to cut our face, our shapes out of our face. We're going to cut our nose, each of our little cheeks, our eyes, our eyebrows. So we are going to draw our shapes on this paper. And none of it has to be exact. This is going to get painted on, so we're not going to see any of this line work. So it's okay if you think it looks a little bit like a mess. So now I have everything from my face drawn on here. So now I'm going to cut it out with my scissors. So there's my nose. Here's one of my eyebrows. Here's my other eyebrow. Here's one of my little circles for the cheek. Here's another one. Now I'm going to cut the mouth out. There's a mouth. And we have our little chin over here. There we go. Now we have all of our pieces cut out so far. But I think I'm going to cut out a few more. I think I'm going to make a crown for mine. So I'm going to start off by drawing a band, just like that long rectangle. I'm going to cut that out. That. And then I'm going to draw some triangles to put on to that rectangle to make our crown. These out, so I just drew a bunch of triangles. I'm going to cut them out with my scissors. There's one. Two. Cutting them a little bit bigger than I drew them. That's okay, because we won't see these lines afterwards. Just so you guys can see a little bit, we're gonna end up gluing our triangles on like this to make a little crown to put on top of his head or her head. I'm going to save any extra pieces I have too, because who knows, we might use them later on. So, Now I almost forgot our eyes, so I'm gonna cut these out. They're almost like little half moons. Alright, so now we can move on to painting, and we're going to start off by painting our face first, then we'll paint each individual piece for our paper mask. So I'm going to mix some white in with some green. Also with a little yellow. So get a nice light green color. Or teal, you could call it. And I'm gonna paint one section of my face. Now you guys can do this any color you like. And I'm gonna go over this part completely with my green color. Just remember, whatever colors you're choosing to paint your face, you want them to kind of go together. So the next color I'm gonna choose for my face is a light blue. So I'm just gonna take some blue, and I'm gonna mix it with my white. And I think I'm gonna paint the bottom half of my face blue. And I'm just going with the shape of my face with the lines. And I'm just going to fill this in and do 2 coats of the blue just like I did with the green. Should look something like this at this point. And we're going to continue on with our next color. Make sure I clean my paintbrush. And I think I'm going to take my blue again. I'm going to make it darker. So I'm going to take a good amount of blue, the tiniest amount of black, and then I'm also going to be taking some green, and I'm going to add that into my blue. Make a dark bluish green. That'll kind of go with my other 2 colors pretty well. I'm just going to fill that in. I'm leaving my nose out because we're going to paint our nose another color and it's going to go right on top of this, so there's no reason to paint that. And just like the other two sections, we are going to do 2 coats of this color. Just like that. And at this point, take it, flip this up so you guys can see a little bit better. My face looks something like that. And I'm gonna put this off to the side, making sure it's nice and flat so it dries flat. And we're gonna start to move on to painting the rest of our pieces. So I'm going to start by painting some of the shapes on my face. So these are little circles I'm going to put on the cheeks. So I think I'm going to paint one of my circles that light green color we used for one of the halves of my face. And I'm going to put this one on the darker side. So I got a contrasting color. And then on the other side, I'm gonna, this circle will be on our dark blue side. I think I might put a yellow, so it's nice and bright. I'm gonna do 2 coats, and then I'm gonna set this off to dry. Make sure my brush is clean. I'm going to mix my yellow. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my yellow, put it on my tray. I'm also going to take a bit of white and mix that in there so we got a nice bright yellow. Just like that. I'm going to go in and paint my other circle. Make sure you do 2 coats. So now we are going to fill in the whites of our eyes. Make sure you do 2 coats. Get all the spots on there. Take this and place it off to the side to dry. And do the same thing to the other eye. Now I'm going to take our lips. I'm going to paint these red. Take that. Make sure I do 2 coats on this. Place that off to the side to dry. And for my nose, I think I'm gonna make my nose black for now. Can always add more colors later on top. Paint this in black. So now I am going to start painting my crown. So for my crown, I'm going to do a base coat of that light yellow we used before. I'm just going to cover that first. Let that dry. So once all of our pieces are dry, we're going to start laying them out onto our counter, and we're going to start gluing down some of our shapes. So I got my nose here. Take some of my glue. Just gonna move this around a little bit. Spreading it out. And now I'm going to take shape for my nose and lay it down nice and flat. Now I have clear glue, so I'm just smoothing my glue a little bit around the edges. And then add a little bit in the places it needs. So we got our nose on there. Alright, so I'm now going to take my little cheeks that I made with the circles. I'm just going to take a little bit more glue and place it on the back, making sure I'm really close to the edges. And I'm going to place that down on the opposite side for the green. And I'm going to do the same thing for the yellow one. So like this. So now, take all my little shapes, eyes curled up a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just gonna bend these back a little bit, just so they're not as curly, and being very gentle about it. Try not to make any creases. Just like that. So now, I'm going to put some glue down for our eyes. Place that down right here. Same thing for the other side. So at this point, your face should look something like this. We're nowhere near done, just getting started, so I know it looks a little strange. But we're gonna keep gluing down. So now, I'm gonna take our mouth, do the same thing as before, bend it a little bit so it's not as curved and curly. I'm gonna put a little glue down. And now I'm gonna place my mouth. Like that. Same thing with the eyebrows. Glue. And placing them. Same thing with the little chin. Glue that down. So, at this point, we have the beginnings of a face. So the next step we're going to do is cut out our little pupils in our eye with some more of our scraps. With my extra scrap paper, I'm going to start to draw the circles that are going to go in my eyes. I'm going to draw 2 bigger ones and then 2 smaller ones and then 2 little ovals. Just like that. And I'm going to cut all those shapes out. So I cut all my little shapes out and I'm ready to start painting them inside of my eye. So for the 2 larger circles, I'm going to paint those black. two smaller circles, I'm going to paint a light blue. So I'm just mixing white with our blue. I'm going to paint those in. And then our two little ovals, we are going to paint white. Now, while those are drying, I'm going to move this back over here. And I have our pieces for our crown. So I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to put my glue on the top. And then just spread it out a little bit. And I'm going to place down my triangles. Just moving it around to make sure they're all the right size. I'm just going to put a little more extra glue. And I'm going to put glue all over the bottom. I'm going to take my face. Flip my crown and put it on top. Just like that. Now I'm going to decorate my crown a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of red. I think I'm going to put circles on there to make him look maybe like diamonds on his crown. Wash my paintbrush off. Now I'm going to take my green from before, and I'm going to put a few green circles on the crown as well, especially up top. So now that my pieces for my eyes are dry, I'm going to start gluing those down. So I'm going to glue on the black, and placing that down. other side. Now I'm taking the blue pieces and I'm going to put a little glue. And then I have my little white ovals, glue on there, and place those on top of the black and the blue. Something like that. So now we are ready for our black outline. So I have my paintbrush with a little black, and I'm gonna outline each of the little parts of my face. Some of them can be thin outlines, some of them can be thicker outlines. It's whatever you want. Just want to be careful and you want to take your time. just adding a few little designs as I go, but we're going to add some more designs later in some other colors. Now I'm just going to put a little white highlight on our red gems on our crown. Maybe a few on the green. And a little bit on our lip. So at this point, our paper mask should be looking a little something like this. We are going to continue to put some more designs on it with our paint. So I'm going to take this purplish red and I'm going to make some miniature triangles. I'm going to make some smaller triangles in my crown. Another coat. I'm going to start to do some more designs on our face. I'm going to start by dipping my brush into my white, and I'm going to start making some circles on our nose. I'm going to do a little outline on those triangles up top. I think I'm gonna add a few lines on my nose. I'm gonna take some of that purplish red I had before. This time I'm going to add a little white. And it ends up turning a light pink color. So it's just my blue and my red with a little white. And I'm going to start putting some lines down the green side of the face. Making sure I'm not going on the black. And it's okay if they're not completely straight, because neither are mine. Kind of looks better if they're a little wonky. So my face looks something like that now. Now I think I'm also going to add a few little eyelashes. So I've dipped into my black. I'm just going to go over the top of my eyes. It out a little bit, like a little bang. Same with the other side. And I think I'm also going to add a little bit more to the smile down the bottom, just so he or she looks a little bit happier. So we should have something a little bit like this now. And we can keep going with these designs. I think I might a little bit. Or you can add a little bit of glitter. You can add anything else you'd like to it. So here's our finished paper mask. I hope you guys had fun today. I know I did. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Bye guys!